Dumelang, Maseve. I hope you guys are good. Happy new month. I hope you guys are ready for month 7 of the year. This week we are in the Honda Civic RS, a car that launched sometime this time last year. I think it went to the launch in August, and we brought this car into the market. So yeah, you know the drill. We're gonna do Kwantle, Kamuhari, and how it is, and then yeah. So the Civic RS is powered by a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine, so it's a petrol engine also, that produces 121 kilowatts and 214 newton meters of torque. So to you guys, probably that's like menial figures, like, oh, it's so small, but I mean, yeah, it's a 1.5 liter. And I think this engine is a bit misplaced. I think it would have been better if it was maybe a 1.8 liter with a bit of more power. I mean, it does feel a bit overworked when you put your foot down sometimes, and the transmission in here is a CVT. So every time a person hears CVT, I also get a bit agitated, you know, like oh. And they say no, CVTs are more fuel efficient. A lot of CVT boxes that I've driven are not fuel efficient. This car is also one of them. I think Honda claims about 6 liters. I managed to get it down to 7.5, but I've been trialing between 7.5 and 8.6. They say about 6 point something liters, but I've been doing 7.5 and between 7.5 and 8.5 liters. And how does the Honda drive? Well, it drives okay. I mean, you can live with it. The only thing that I'm having an issue with is the road noise. The road noise is very, very bad, and I'm not impressed with that. But in terms of driving, gear changes are okay. Like, it gets the job done, but I feel like there's a bit of a disconnect between the engine, the size of the car, and the gear. Everything I had it amazing. Like, there's not a lot of synergy between all the components and everything that's happening within the vehicle. But for what it is, I think the driving is fine. Like, you can literally daily this thing comfortably, you know. And I think that's one of the main selling points, that you can kind of omit or kind of forget about all the things I've mentioned, because this car is very, very comfortable. It's very, very one of the most comfortable cars I've driven. I really can commend them on this beautiful suspension and everything that the setup that they've done here, because it's very, very, very comfortable. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know, when I drove the HRV? When I drove the HRV, I was upset, because I was like, yo, yarasa koloi. And I expected the same in the Civic RS, but it's a bit more refined, a bit more sophisticated. It's very, very grown up, and I commend Honda on doing that. So I think, yes, there's a bit of disconnect here and there, but overall, I'm not too disappointed. So you can live with it. You can really, really live with it. So the exterior of the car I find to be absolutely phenomenal. Like, a lot of people are thinking or Audi. You know, people are, what is this thing? I really like how they designed it. It's a beautiful looking car, like probably one of the most beautiful cars I've driven this year. And I really like how they didn't make the headlights thin. A lot of manufacturers are going the route of making headlights super slim and all these like gimmicky things, and I'm like, like, this is nice, man. This is very nice. And you know, you attach Honda with very quirky designs, very sharp lines and whatever. They managed to keep it the same thing here, but they softened it up. I love the large headlights, the LEDs up front, the rear lights also, they're quite big. It's very imposing, you know, which I think is absolutely, absolutely stunning on the exterior. I don't understand this whole boot spoiler thing that they have. And I think that boot spoiler, it's because it should have been the color of the body. It should have been white. I don't understand this gloss black thing that they have. You know, no man. I think that boot spoiler kind of just ruins it for me. The satin rims here, the satin black rims are so like, it's beautiful. The white and the black work very well together. It's a very photogenic and it's a very beautiful car. So in terms of exterior, I am fully impressed. Yeah, no, I like it. So the exterior translates into the interior. It's absolutely beautiful, no matter how you look at it. This interior is so well done. The quality in here is absolutely impressive. I really do like the instrument cluster. It's big, the font is big, it's legible, you know. They didn't go with the small things, you know, the fonts, everything is so legible. A lot of your information is here on the instrument cluster, which I find to be really cool. You know, your range, your fuel economy, the music you're listening to, the dials, the rev counter, it's all very well laid out. I really also like the fact that the petrol gauge is also ascending like this. It looks really, really cool. I do like the infotainment system that's in the middle here. Very easy to use, very much within reach. All the things that you need, all the apps and the trip computer, everything that you need is like literally here. The conventional volume button. God, I'm happy with the interior. You know, you have the black stitching on the steering wheel. You have functionality buttons that are, you know, it's very well laid out, very, very nice. This honeycomb-esque grill thing going on across the dash and whatever, and the quality is impeccable. So I think that in terms of the interior, I'm very, very happy. And I also love the seats. The seats are actually quite cool because within them, and it also has heated seats, guys. It has heated seats. That is actually quite cool. I really do love it. Has a sporty nature to it with the red stitching and the red piping that's going on around. And I think the interior is very, very nice. There's not much to fault about the interior. I'm highly impressed. Black roof lining, that's what you get. You get a sunroof also. So interior, I knocked it out the park. Beautiful. So how much does the Honda cost? The Honda costs 669,000 rand, which I find to be okay pricing. Like, it's okay. Like, it's fine. Cars are expensive in anyway. And if you decide to buy this car and you want to finance it, you are looking at, and you take it on, say, 13% interest over 72 months, and that whole 669,000 rand, you're looking at paying 13,522 rand a month, which is a whole lot of money. I know. So it's up to you. You can either get this car or look at the second-hand market, because I think for 669,000 rand, there's a lot of cars you can get. But in terms of pricing, I'm not too disappointed. So the full verdict, I'm going to get into it, but before I do that, I want to tell you that I realized that they have cut some corners in the Honda, and that's why the price point I'm mad at, because where I'm sitting right now as a driver, the person sitting behind me doesn't have a pocket, that rear storage pocket, but the passenger one has one. The passenger seat has one. I have electric seats, passenger doesn't. Only one blind spot camera, which is under the side mirror. Yeah, the passenger. Who's driving? Why don't you give me a camera too? Doesn't make any sense, Honda. Like, bro, who's driving? But anyway, they've cut corners there. Boot space is amazing. So like I said, I'll give this car a proper 7.5 out of 10. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's good, it's charming. They have cut quite a lot of corners in terms of the things I've mentioned. There's not much synergy in terms of the driving, but as a product as a whole, it's probably very, very good value for money for someone who's looking for something that's premium, but doesn't really have the funds to go buy into the German brands. You get what I mean? So I think it's fine. You can live with it, really, and I feel like I could live with this on a daily. And yeah, it's charming, and it's nice. It's charming, it's nice, and yeah, that's about it, hey? So I want to say, I think I can confidently say that Honda did a good job. There's a lot of room for improvement. The things, they can just tweak it here and there, but not and then it'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. But it's good. I was impressed on launch. I'm impressed now, and it's like it's fine. It's a really nice car. So yeah, so that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch the ads. I get about the MacBook, guys. MacBook camera, we need to get them by the end of the year, and I think it'll happen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for the support. Road to 7,000, then 10,000, then 20,000, then 6 million, then 12 billion, then whatever. Thank you so much for Maseve. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.